Hi guys, welcome back to the D Rose Lifestyle channel. Today we are going on a little adventure back to my college years. We're gonna make something I eat about 3-4 times a week. It's cheap, nutritious, and you know, pretty darn tasty. So that's all coming up right here in the D Rose Lifestyle channel. So I'm gonna start us off with a little tour of what I would put in it. Now this is typically things that I have around the house. I used to buy all of my spices from Aldi to keep it cheap. And now I have a rice cooker, which makes it a lot easier to make this dish just because rice cookers are the best things ever. So I'm just using long grain rice today. Sometimes I will use brown rice, but that's just what I had in hand. I didn't want it to go to the store. And here is another thing that I recently discovered that I love. It is a stir-fry mix, and it's just onions, bell peppers, and of all colors, and it's just darn delicious. And of course, since I love onion, I'm going to put another onion right on in there, and then more frozen vegetables because this is all about vegetables. And of course, we cannot forget our beans. We are gonna do dark red kidney beans today. I used to always do black beans, but hey, I mean, we gotta mix it up, right? You can't always eat the same thing. So I like kidney beans, and I had them left over from chili, so you know, I'm gonna use them today. Now, basil, this is a very important spice in my book. I used to joke, because my maiden name was Basil, that I was gonna make a perfume one day that was Basil by Basil, and it's gonna come out, trust me, one of these days. Garlic powder, this is something I put in everything. I don't put garlic salt and stuff because I like to control the salt level that I'm putting in things. Oregano leaves, this is just a spice that I have put in things since I started cooking in 4th grade. Love oregano. Chili powder, that adds a little bit of a kick. Whenever I have beans, I always feel like I want to make them a little spicy, especially rice and beans. I feel like a little kick is nice. Not too hot, but spicy for sure, which is where the red bell pepper flakes also come in. And then Italian seasoning just for good measure, because if you don't get enough Italian flavor and like flavor with these two, the Italian seasoning is going to do it for you. I also have some fresh herbs in my mudroom that I grew in the garden, and I am going to put some of those in at the end so you'll get to see what I use. Mostly basil, because that's what I love. So let's get to cooking, guys. So the first thing I'm gonna do is measure out the water that goes into the rice. My rice cooker came with this little cup measuring cup. You can always just use a cup measuring cup. I used to always cook rice on the stove. Comes out just the same in my opinion. Sometimes I do it better on the stove than I do on the rice cooker. But if you get your measurements right, that's the important thing. It's always 2 parts water to 1 part rice, because that makes sure it gets moisturized enough and you know it's hydrated. The most important thing here is you want to make sure that you wash your rice off before you put it into the cooker or into your pot. That gets some of the residual residue, and that'll make bubbles and just make your rice kind of sticky. So you don't want that to happen, but you know, if you just rinse it 1 or 2 times through, you shall be good. You're gonna get some food when this is done? Yeah, you sweet girl busy. Now that we got the rice cooking, it's time for the next step, which is to get all of our vegetables into the pan, and that all starts with cutting up that onion that I love so much. And I'm glad that you're gonna see this because I think I got pretty nice knife skills. You tell me in the comments below. As you can see, I have peeled the onion, and then basically I just cut one side off and the other side off because that gave me a good base, and then I cut it right down the middle. And I'm going to dice up this half just like I did to that half. Now, I've watched a lot of YouTubers and knife skills are lacking, but I get that because cooking's not always everyone's thing. But one important thing if you want to be safe in the kitchen is to know good knife skills. As you can see, I'm putting the tip of the knife on the cutting board, and that helps me get a nice base and stable cut. And that's going to make me not slip and maybe hurt myself, because you don't want any accidents in the kitchen. That is not good, and it makes you not want to cook. So be safe and, you know, try to keep your hand above, tip on the board, and you are going to be smooth sailing. Now I know I might get people commenting about how old these pans are, but these are my original pans from when I first started to cook. I asked for my mom for them for Christmas when I was in 4th grade because I wanted to cook with my own set of pans. I love that sizzle. And onions smell the best when they are cooking. So it doesn't really matter like what dish I'm doing. I almost always add basil to it because I think basil makes everything taste better, at least in my opinion. So that's gonna be a nice little sprinkle of something fresh because everything else will be cooked. So it's a nice little contrast. And then I'll probably add a little sprinkle of sharp cheddar cheese because that is my favorite cheese. I hope you enjoyed my video, guys. I cannot wait to eat that. That looks so good. And you know, I felt good to do one of these cooking recipes. I think it's something that I really like to film. So let me know if you like them too. Comment down below. Please like this video and subscribe if you like my content and want to see more of me. Because I'll be making more videos here in the next few weeks. So make sure you also hit that alert button so you know exactly when they pop up. Well, I'm going to eat, guys, but you have a good rest of your day. And I'll see you next time. Bye!